What we got next on the docket? We got top 10 kickers.
Yeah,
Let's roll it.
We're not going to spend a lot of time on the kickers. We'll just put that out there.
Nah, let's just do a quick rundown on them.
I mean, the obvious ones, like, let's just talk strategy for a second. It's the same thing as defenses. If you got a top 5 guy who is head and shoulders above the rest and you want to hold him all year, go for it. But I am of the same ilk where I go, okay, I'm like one where I had the number 2 kicker at a number of periods last year. I had a number 2 or a top 5. You could play that on the waiver wire even. I don't like to waste a waiver on that, but I have done it later in the season when I don't have any other needs. This is a position where you could go plug and play and be totally fine because you never know. Like, there's always 3-4 guys that come out of the woodworks and lead the NFL. Like Jason Sanders, for instance, right?
Yeah.
Like,
he was awesome last year.
I mean, just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And they were, I mean, he had 8 50-yard kicks last year. You know what? Let's just go through the rankings real quick. I'll do Paul's first here. Paul's.
yeah, big Paul's, fam. I know
he would have
he's
said
listening.
that. So
he's probably like, whoa, all the way from OBX.
I'll do him first. All the way in OBX. Great show, by the way. Oh, man. Did you finish that up yet, OBX? Outer Banks?
It's fire.
Oh,
it's fire. I told Pauls to say hi to JJ for me. That's my guy. That's my favorite character.
John B.
John B's cool. But JJ's just fucking, he don't give a fuck.
JJ's like
he's a real friend.
JJ's psychotic and iconic.
That's right. Shout out to JJ.
But anyway, here's Paul's list. He's got Matt Prater, who's now a Cardinal, by the way. Okay. He has Jason Sanders, 9. Robbie Gould, 8. Chris Boswell, 7. Mason Crosby, 6. Ryan Suckup, 5. Will Lutz, 4. I'm not sure if he realizes he's hurt right now. He's not going to be back for a little bit.
Who, Will Lutz?
Yeah.
Pauls is always sleepy.
He's going to miss some time, but he should be back.
Sleepy Pauls.
For now, I think it's Brett Maher, the Cowboys failure, who was once good. Maher. Younghoe Koo at 3. Harrison Butker at 2. And Justin Tucker at number 1.
Okay.
All right. Nick, your turn.
I'm going to go. All right, 10-1. I got Robbie Gould at 10. Veteran right there.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9, Jason Myers. 8, Matt Prater. 7, Greg the Leg Zerline. 6, Ryan Suckup. 5, Jason Saunders. 4, Tyler Bass. 3, Young Ho Koo. Young Ho.
It really is pronounced Young Wei, by the way.
Young
I know
Wei?
it sounds better.
I like Young Ho. I'm going Young Ho.
Yeah.
It's Young Ho to me. I don't give a fuck.
It's Gung Ho with me, Young Ho.
Yeah.
All right. That was cheesy as fuck.
2,
Sorry.
Harrison Butker, and 1, Justin Tucker. I think we're all pretty, the same with that one. So
I'll tell you when we get there. But
I'm excited.
number 10, Jason Myers. I got him in there too, Nick. He surprisingly has become pretty consistent, and he's on the Seahawks. So number 9, Mason Crosby. Number 8, Ryan Suckup. Number 7, got Robbie Gould back in there. Number 6, Young Ho Koo. Young Ho.
Young Ho.
All right. Number 5, Matt Prater. Number 4, nobody had him on their list. He was, in the top 3-4 the entire year. Rodrigo Blankenship. Stud.
It's the goggles, bro. I can't. I'm not.
I love the goggles.
I don't want a kicker who rocks fucking goggles, bro.
How
Take them
else are you
shits
going to see
off,
the
bro.
uprights from 50 yards
Take
away?
them off. No, it makes me nervous. What if they
He
fog
sees
up?
it through.
What if they fog up when he's making a kick?
Well, he'll be in a dome all year.
That's true.
Damn. No love for Rodrigo. 3, Tyler Bass. 2, Harrison. Wow. Harrison Butker. That was a great blunder. Harrison Butker, number 2. Number 1, Justin Tucker. Undisputed number 1.
Yeah.
I think he'll have a bounce back here. He was kind of shaky a little bit at points last year.
Yeah, I think he spent a little too much time with the opera. Practicing opera, you know what I mean?
He'll be back. I mean,
he's a beast.
he's so good.
He's got a fucking boot. It's funny, like every time I watch him kick, like he just doesn't miss. It's like automatic, you know? Like if he's lining up to kick, to take a kick, I'm going in the kitchen to go grab a snack. I already know he already made it.
And it was weird though. Like the thing I think that we all expect the Ravens to bounce back a little bit this year, right? Like as an offense, at least. Because the Ravens last year was just a fucked up year. It was, I'm looking here right now, that Justin Tucker finished 8th last year. It was his worst finish since 2015. He had a career low with 29 field goal attempts, and his conversion rate of 89.7 was his lowest since 2015. So the Ravens were just messed up offensively last year. I expect that the opportunities are going to be there. You can always count on him from 50 plus. Wasn't his best year there either. So that's another note I want to say to people out there is, while we generally want to target, like, you can look at our rankings and we try to target kickers who are on high scoring teams because they get the most opportunities.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But my reasoning for like not having Harrison Butker at number 1, for instance, is
touchdown.
They are so efficient in the red zone that, like, you know, you never know how it's going to go. Even though they're gonna get on the opposite side of the field more often than not. That kind of hurt him for most of the year last year. I mean, when games got closer, when things tightened up, leading into the playoffs, he was kicking a lot more. So this is another thing where it's like, all right, he was on the waiver wire for weeks last year. I remember seeing him out there. Tyler Bass was a waiver wire pickup for me and carried me for a number of weeks. Like, he was getting 15 points. He was hitting 4 field goals a game at a certain point in the season. I think we all had him there, right? We all had him pretty high.
Yeah, I had him at 5. I think they're going to have a lot of opportunities to score. I think Buffalo's offense is pretty loaded. I mean, you know what I mean? So they're going to have opportunities. Offense. Exactly.
Mike, wow, Pauls didn't have him on his list.
Really?
Wow. That's a surprise.
Sour.
Major.
That's sour right
there. He
had
Chris Boswell on his list, which kind of sounds like a vote of confidence for the Steelers, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have him anywhere near. He revitalized his career. He looked like he was going to get cut a few years ago. Turned it around. He's been a lot better.
I did notice that none of you guys had Greg the Leg in your top 10. I'm surprised, man. I think the Cowboys are going to have a lot of opportunities to score this year.
If Dak plays.
Yeah, that's true.
If not.
But they're still loaded, though, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if not, you got Ben DiNucci at quarterback.
Or is it Garrett? Could be him. I mean, he's not astronomically better.
Yeah,
but
they're going to have to make a trade for a backup. Like, if they went out and got Nick Foles right now, which they probably should.
No, they should get Mariota.
Oh, yeah, that would be fine, too. Good fit.
Yeah.
But, man, I know why Jerry's not doing it. They want to protect their investment and, not cause any Dallas controversy.
Oh, yeah, they want to coddle their boy.
They're going to have 4 wins if they don't do it, and Dak's out. Another thing we'll talk about later. Not to spend too much time on kickers, though. We all had Robbie Gould returning. I think that's obvious.
Yeah.
Because he has the potential to lead the league in fantasy points when this team is dialed in.
Without a doubt.
Definitely getting up there in age. Mason Crosby, same thing. He's on a high-scoring offense. He's getting up there in age, though. Ryan Suckup, definitely up there in age. He doesn't hit for range, but the Bucs definitely gave him plenty of opportunities. They should have had him from week 1 on. I mean, he definitely was a big improvement for them when they signed him. It was 5 weeks into the season? I don't even remember at this point. Right?
Yeah. I wish Pollard was here right now because I want to carve his ass up for Will Lutz.
Yeah, he didn't even realize he's out right now, bro.
I want to carve you up, bro.
He's out.
Pause on that, though. On some real shit.
Wow.
Yeah, pause on that. But, like, damn, dude. Will Lutz is crazy. God, I miss him, bro.
I mean, he's always a top 5 option, but he's literally not going to be playing.
Yeah.
I don't know how many weeks either. But Jason Myers was up there for you and I.
Yeah.
We said he's been consistent ever since joining the Seahawks. He hit all 24 of his field goal attempts last year. So this is a guy who literally was the badge of inconsistency, and he really turned it around.
Yeah.
And that ain't an easy place to kick either. Even when the crowd's quiet, it feels like it's shaking there.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't have the top 2 or 3 kickers, I think you can, stream all year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially, like, we didn't mention guys like Matt Gay.
He's on a high-scoring offense.
Exactly. He's with the Rams. So, like, I feel like he could be a streaming option.
You got Brandon McManus. I mean, literally, he gets paid like a top 10 kicker. He is usually in the top 10 in fantasy points.
Michael Badgley with the Chargers. I feel like they're going to be a high scoring offense.
If he keeps his job, I mean, he's worried me. Like, he should have been a lot better. But McManus, though, is one of the certified best kickers in the game. And if Denver is anything this year, if nothing else, competitive, which we think that they might be, he had 10 50-plus yarders, and he attempted a couple that were from 60. So
yeah, I mean, like I said,
that was an NFL record, 10 50-plus.
Yeah, but even though we didn't mention anybody in our top 10, if we left anybody out, there's still a streaming option.
Yeah.
You know, I would just go for the high-scoring offense, in my opinion, and then take it from there. So, but yeah, if you don't have the top 3 or 4, I'm cool with streaming all year. That's fine with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's not spend another minute on kickers. This actually went a little over time for what we budgeted here, because we always seem to do that a little bit.